We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second down, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And a short gain down to about the 33. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And they'll run it here. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The scoring update from the southern edge of Ohio down in Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield off the play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is when you're a young...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Leslie, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are in for 6. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
SEC violation.
No doubt. Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
After the interception, here's Jackson going up top. That's caught at the 25. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Jackson certainly giving the Ravens a spark in his rookie year. He's got him on the move with a first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
First down, Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his rookie tight end. It's Mark Andrews. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Ravens send their punter out now. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. He's got him in. Complete. The 40. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 97 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Jackson. He finds Lastly, complete over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Sneak on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And they'll go on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Leslie, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Gone. Now let's go.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield now from the 50. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Baker Mayfield. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson. Evans has it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Marshall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's got Evans. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson operating from the gun. Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Gun!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. He gets away from 1. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To the short side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A run for Nick Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield on 1st down. Steps up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. throwing. Mayfield. And he finds a man on a crossing route. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's going to get it running right. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it, but I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal's a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff. Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Gun! 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 Gun!
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! You don't want that, baby. You don't want that. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want...
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this one is right down Broadway. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Jackson on first down. And he'll spot Lastly open, left side complete. 11 more on that one, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
On second down, here's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Gone!
Jackson from the shotgun. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Ravens, It took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.